Et salut tout le monde, on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour une nouvelle série de live avec The Council, un nouveau jeu tout récent qui vient de sortir, tout beau tout chaud. Donc c'est une histoire narrative, en fait c'est que des choix à faire et toutes les conséquences vous tombent dessus à la gueule mais à la toute fin. Et c'est ça qui est intéressant. Tour des sauvegardes. Oui, je sauvegarde. Immunité, vulnérabilité des autres invités dans votre journal. Ah. La France, mes enfants, la France. Oui, c'est vrai. 10 décembre 1792. C'est pas très longtemps après la Révolution. Le lendemain de cuite. Ah ouais. On parle bien anglais à Paris. Hein.
Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up,
c'est qui lui le chauve?
long gone. As for you,
il n'a pas son petit nom.
Nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Ouh.
You know, Louis,
te rebelle.
I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
Ah, spout. Petite bouteille, on va boire un canon.
Where have you hidden it?
Dans ton... Non, c'est pas là.
You can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea
C'est la 9e porte ou quoi?
Into.
Le film avec... Merde, comment il s'appelle?
Oh, but you
Johnny
will
Depp.
tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Est-ce que je prends comme baigne?
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Non, je m'en souviens pas.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
10 sous, c'est pas cher payé.
It loosens tongues in no time.
Alors, il y a des trucs sataniques au fond.
I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Murmurez plus fort.
Von Borchert. Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Bon, allez, on écoute maman.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Rien évoqué, confiant. Trophée obtenu, un formidable duo. Ah ah, un couteau. C'est vrai qu'une chasse dans le dos, ça fait mal.
Done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back.
Ah, j'aurais utilisé sa potion pour faire
Pity
disparaître
he's
le
just a
corps.
middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Mais traite ta mère de vieille.
And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchert.
Ah, c'est Von Borchert. parle d'un nom. Non mais enlevez-lui le couteau, soyez pas con. Bah si, ils sont cons en fait. Un mois plus tard, 20 janvier. C'était donc le 20 décembre. C'était peut-être marqué, mais j'ai pas bien fait gaffe. Le nuage noir au-dessus de l'île, quoi. Non, mais sans déconner. Je croyais dans Dishonored. À la fin du dernier niveau. Enfin, au début du dernier niveau, je veux dire.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Berchert's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Le cancer. Ça veut dire le conseil. Bon, je me doute que vous savez. The Mad Ones. Ça veut pas dire le fou. Enfin, c'est une traduction un peu.
The least he could do is
Je me trompe peut-être.
how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Elle a pas froid l'autre derrière?
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Hall.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Hall, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Ah! Oh, allez vous faire foutre.
With all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has
C'est une
nothing
catin,
to
la
do
fille à droite,
with the
ou quoi?
legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Putain, on dirait qu'il est bourré, lui, vu comment il est rougeau.
Everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite
Ah
accustomed
non, c'est une
to
duchesse,
things here.
ok.
Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious.
Oh bah oui, un petit peu.
No, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you alright?
Ah, j'ai des visions. Avec un tel décolleté à côté, tu m'étonnes qu'il ait des visions. Ça y est, il est possédé.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
Cette tête.
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
Quoi, le bouquin?
But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't.
Oula, le marquis de Sade.
No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay down.
Oh, eh ben... Une titoune? Signe du nez?
You.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
Ah, un mouchoir.
I'm sorry.
Keep it.
Un indice.
Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
À tout de suite. Bon, je dois empêcher qu'elle se fasse tuer, ça doit être ça.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what?
Alors...
This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
On va regarder un petit peu.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Rien à piquer. Je peux pas courir. Ah si.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Alors, votre classe, diplomate, occulte, détective, occultiste. Alors, diplomate brillant en société, orateur de talent, il sait éviter les faux pas et impose ses idées sans froisser ses interlocuteurs, la politique est son domaine de prédilection. Oui. L'occultiste émet des faux semblants, savoir, accumuler de riches connaissances en art, les autres pour arriver à ses fins, ne lui pose aucun problème. Ouais. Et entraîné à remarquer moins de détails, tant dans l'environnement que chez ses interlocuteurs, intervient va faire des approches directes. Interrogatoire, vigilant, psychologie, agilité, logique. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il a de beau? 3 points disponibles. Ok. Ah, ok, ça veut dire que je peux pas les... Alors, remarquer un détail notable. Ouais. Comportement et l'apparence de vos interlocuteurs. Interrogatoire avec le point américain. Oui. Psychologie. Logique. Agilité. Plus rarement contre les gens. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre d'intéressant? Connaissance des mythes. Ah, ça peut être intéressant. Ah, sympa. Profiter d'une solide culture dans les domaines de la... Oui. Ah. Diversion. Regardez derrière vous un avion. Quoi? Ouais. Diplomate est pas mal, j'ai envie de dire. Allez, dans cette partie-là, je vais faire diplomate. Alors, conviction. Oui. Ah, je peux augmenter de 4 points, d'accord. Étiquette. Politique, diversion, linguistique. Traduisez tout sur document et de conversation. Ça peut être pas mal ça. Allez, on va commencer avec ça.
Well, I've devoted myself to the
Diplomate
interests of France
débutant.
to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis.
Maman.
We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me. What a sweet talker you are. Remind me of how...
Merde. Oups. Alors, plus niveau de compétence est élevé, moins le coût en points d'effort est élevé. Retrouver dans le personnage du jeu. En compétence donne accès à des choix électroniques. Montre-toi séduisant, fais-lui perdre le fil. L'endroit le plus probable serait Paris. Ça me paraît être ça. Ah ça me fait prendre un point d'initiative. Allez, on va tester ça.
Oh, Emily, I am marked for life. I'm sure you leave your mark on every man who crosses your path.
Pardon?
That extravagant uniqueness, with its rare blend of whimsical banality and cat-like curiosity. There's a veil of mystery around you that only adds to your charm and your curves. You would enchant any man.
Hold it, Louis. You've lost me there.
Et voilà.
Several women hidden inside you, Emily. I mustn't share my true feelings about you. If I ever dared, I...
No, dare not, Louis. Better that way. You go and take a deep breath, and we'll forget all about
Hey, Emily, you've gone all red. Are you blushing?
it. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunité. Détails cachés, sélectionnellement plus cohérent avec la situation pour les découvrir. Les opportunités ne consomment pas de points d'effort. Il suffit d'avoir déployé la compétence nécessaire à la citation pour y avoir accès.
I ask her a question, she answers with another.
Ah, je peux remarquer qu'un seul truc. Ouais. Immunité découverte, vulnérabilité découverte.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Et en fait, c'est sa sœur. Je sais pas. Ok, alors je vais regarder. Ok, ça c'est moi. Ouais. Présence charismatique. Inventaire. Charles Sorel. Pièce de théâtre, apparence légère, mais qui. Un point de compétence en diversion. Mouchoir d'Émilie. Il porte ses initiales EH. Ok, invitation de Mortimer. Ah nanana 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 nanana. Ok. Immunité logique. Découvrir. Oui. Alors. Nanana. Ah, c'est moi. Louis Morat de Riche. Piaghi Giuseppe. Cardinal Giuseppe Cesare Piaggi. Légat du pape Pie VI.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer, delighted to welcome you among us, sir.
Ça fait un peu
You must
Eyes
be
Wide
Sarah
Shut.
de Richer, son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost
Le
to
mot
find
de
your mother
passe.
as quickly as possible.
Alors,
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing,
elle a un peu perdu la boule, la mère, ça doit être ça.
finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest
Sherlock
assured,
Holmes?
sir,
Ah non, c'est pas
it won't
pareil.
take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, they are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Interrogatoire indisponible.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR.
Et bien rigide pour un mouchoir.
That they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing.
I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
J'ai indisponible.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it. On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Je voulais aller là-bas au départ. Attends, je vois rien. Je peux pas... Ok. Non, mais j'arrive dans la flotte. Ça doit être pour ça. Ah si, non. Allez!
I'll never get it open bare-handed.
Subterfuge indisponible. Bon. Une autre fois.
Latin inscription.
En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus orgatio. You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Lord Mortimer.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Ah bon? Donc je n'ai rien trouvé sur mer. Ah ouais, ok. Maman, t'es où?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Logique indisponible.
Let's look.
Wouah.
A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. Probably a Dutchman.
Regardez l'adresse de l'envoyeur, ce nom me parle.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here.
C'est son amant.
Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who's this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar? Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
C'est bon, j'ai assez d'indices. Chercher plus d'indices, ok. Ah, je peux pas aller dans la flotte. Gelée royale, restaure 2 points d'effort. Vous ne pouvez pas emporter plus de 5. De la gelée royale.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Ah, de la gelée royale.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Ah, ma copine la duchesse. Ils ont pas des elfes de maison ici pour ramasser tous les bagages?
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Bon, je crois que j'ai fait le tour. Des béliers. Non, je vais écrire un truc. Bon, ça j'ai vu.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Et c'est parti pour la fête. Oula.
Impressive.
Ah, labyrinthe.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can
Pas
I do
ton
for you,
fils,
Your
connard.
Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
3 maladresses restantes. Alors, vous devez franchir les étapes en montrant le plus convaincant possible. Les confrontations ont des conséquences sur la suite de l'histoire. N'hésitez donc pas à utiliser vos compétences. Fiche l'interface indiquant à quel point l'interlocuteur en est convaincu.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother.
J'ai couché avec elle.
She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind
Il a un
if she does.
tatouage dans la main, lui.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Collectionneur d'art. Étiquette niveau 1. Allez, je
Mother
tente.
passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Oh, changez vos habitudes, les
Do you
vieux.
think I should give it to you?
Je ne suis pas un manipulateur. J'y donnerai si je la retrouve.
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean Sarah has gone missing?
Oups.
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Mais je ne peux pas revenir en arrière.
If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Dernière étape. Vous devez convaincre l'interlocuteur avec une réponse positive. L'étape ne se répétera que vous donnez une bonne ou vous soyez à court de maladresse. Se répétera si vous échouez. Ok. Donc, je peux me planter 2 fois.
Your Eminence, If there's one thing you can count on, it is the value of a promise made by a de Riche. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Riche always keeps their word. You can be
Un
sure.
Lannister paye toujours ses
Thank you, my
dettes.
son. It is most
Ah non, c'est
reassuring.
chose.
You're welcome, especially as I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de
Missy de Minici.
organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Nombreux sont cachés. Certains d'entre eux peuvent avoir un impact sur deux. Ok. Des trucs cachés.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this. Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Croix de Malte. Percevez temporairement les immunités et vulnérabilités affectant des choix du dialogue lors des conversations. Ok.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it. Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Ah, on peut y aller.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Manuscrit. Chaque début de quête, vous pourrez choisir vos lectures et gagner ainsi des points de compétence permanents. C'est un point de compétence en conviction. C'est là.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richer. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around
Un
here.
complot.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richer, you've come out here to join your mother.
Comment t'as
For what
deviné
reason
ça?
exactly?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
Two members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Toi aussi, tu lui es passé dessus?
Good Lord! Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit! That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
Oh,
He can't be present this
quoi.
evening, and he sends his deepest apology.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat,
Ah.
very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home.
Ah. Ah, quand même. Allez,
See
Washington.
what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah...
L'ordre nouveau.
I know your mother well.
C'est le trophée.
Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil.
Avec
She
Connor
was
Kenway.
introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? When she came to the US, did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Oui. Oula, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça encore?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night.
Vous allez tous dormir dans la même chambre.
Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
On peut dormir ensemble.
See you tomorrow.
Non? Bon,
Oh
d'accord.
man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Allez, je trouve ma piole. Ok, je peux pas entrer.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ah, c'est marqué. Cool. Pas des trucs à récupérer des fois. Je peux retourner dans le salon? Ah non, je peux pas, d'accord.
A ruble.
Un rouble. Ok. C'est quoi tous ces bibelots là, des coupes? Je peux pas regarder le tableau? Ok.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Ah bah il est là lui aussi.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Je connais pas.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
De la bouffe. Débarrasse de toutes vos altérations négatives.
Golden elixir. Decorum guide.
Guide de bienséance. Elle est pas par là ma chambre. Ah, c'est pas indiqué où est la mienne. Ok. Croix de Malte. Ah.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Pièce de collection. Ah, j'ai cru voir quelque chose. Pièce de collection.
Bazant.
Besoin.
President George Washington.
Ok. Je vais avoir fait le tour sans avoir trouvé ma piole. Ah, il y a une porte. Ah non, c'est Washington. Là, je l'ai.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ok.
Huh, that's me.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre aux alentours? Maintenant que je suis lancé, hein.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ah, alors voilà lui.
A Bazant.
D'accord, et là j'arrive au point de départ. Ouais, de ma piole.
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Hey. Pour l'instant.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Wow, nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Allez, regarde un peu la déco. Ah. Agilité indisponible. Oh, fais chier. Allez. Ça va. Eau de mélisse. Octroie l'effet concentré. Potence gratuite.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Ah, j'arrive chez le voisin.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Allez, je vais ronfler. Alors, épisode 1, j'ai déjà fini? Je n'ai pas trouvé tous les indices sur ma mère sur les quais. Ah, d'accord. Ok, ok. J'aurais pu faire une rencontre inattendue. Ok. Ok. 4 points disponibles. Politique. Je comprends pas. Les séances grâce à son trésor. Oula.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, come. Take a seat, my friend.
Alors, on se met dans la gueule.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Tiens donc.
I'm coming.
Je vais d'abord finir de regarder ça.
Please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Ah oui, ok, c'est ouvert à côté.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Ok, mais c'est le tableau du Caravage. Ah, ta gueule.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Je vais juste vérifier un truc. Ah. Bon, ce que je vous propose, c'est qu'on s'arrête là pour le moment et qu'on se retrouve par la suite pour la suite de l'enquête. À très bientôt.